With your girl Nikki and your boy Real One, we here today chilling. We got a guest today. We got two guests today. A guest and his guest. We'll put it like that. We got BB2Bs, you know, and his partner. I was about to say
Petro.
I was about to say Pedro.
Like gas.
I
almost
said Pedro, but I didn't say it. I didn't say it's Petro.
Like,
Yeah.
See how he did? He said how he butchered that right there. Whack, whack, whack.
Hey,
but see, I'm here to help him, so I just picked it right
I almost
up.
said Pedro though.
Petro
I did.
is his name.
Petro.
Y'all, so you're
but
familiar.
y'all can see where you can mess that up at.
You could.
You know? But it's Petro. So
Yes.
we got BB2Bs and Petro over here.
Yes.
But yo, sorry for the delay, guys. You know that's what it be like sometimes. You know, we delaying it, but we here, started, and we going. But yeah, let's get it started. So what? Let me ask you something though.
What's up, man?
You know, you said you've seen some of BB's videos, right?
I did. I watched actually a couple of his YouTube videos today.
And what you think?
You know, he's dope, man.
Hold on.
Huh?
Don't be like, you know, don't be like all nice because he's sitting right over here.
I was about to say the truth. I wasn't about
Okay.
what I was gonna say. I wasn't even finished. You was really trying to play me like I'm not gonna keep it real.
I just wanted to make sure you keep it real.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, his music is cool, but when I met him, I kind of thought the persona of what he presented himself like was gonna be that, and he's a little bit different from that. It is a little bit, like, you know, disrespectful a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, some of the stuff was like, put your dick on my lip and all this. Some dude, like, I mean, he did some song called, is it Defrozen? Is that right? D-Rosen, right? And there's a dude in there that's with him. I can't remember what his name is. And dude's like, yeah, put your dick on my lips. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm confused. What's happening? I'm sorry. And they was like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, ho. I heard a lot of hoe and bitch.
I'm gonna have to ask about that.
And
one.
I'm not actually, you know, into the hoe and bitch thing. But as far as musically, everybody has the right to express themselves as they want to. So it's no judgment. That's why I was just kind of like, all right, it's, you know, it's cool. And for someone that's like really on that tip, it's gonna be like, okay, yes, what's up? But as far as him being like creative and expressive, and their videos are like well shot, the quality, the work of it is dope. So I'm a music person, so I'm always all about creatives. But if it were for me to be like, yeah, is that what you on? No, not necessarily. But, you know, it was all right. It was cool.
Well, you know,
he's a creative, so I'm supportive. I'm like, do your thing.
Regardless of how she feels, I like the bitches in the hall.
I'm sure you do.
Know?
See what I'm saying? But I'm advocating for the women that are like, why do we have to go there? Why can't we say queen or, you know, sis? And I'm pretty sure the way this brother is in person, y'all, he probably does speak like that. Because his energy is so different from that other, like, you know, bitch, ho, fuck you, dick on your lip. That was the line there, though. I'm not even playing. That was the line. He was like, shut the fuck up, bitch, and put your dick on my lip. On my dick on your lip.
Oh,
that's what it was. Not your dick.
I was gonna say, because I was gonna ask the question that in a minute, like, yo, what do you mean by put your dick on your lip? You
put
know, like,
your dick, his dick on your lip.
Yeah.
Like,
now,
if you're not talking,
but you were saying it wrong the first time. So that was throwing me off.
I'm not even used
I
to
was
saying
like, yo,
that.
I was really
when do
like,
I say dick on your lip?
I was gonna have to ask about that. You know,
but he knew what I was. Did you know exactly what I was talking about? See,
I didn't know. You know,
I did.
So
because I watched it. That lets you know I really watched the video.
There you go.
I even knew what the lines were. I was like, whoa.
So we ain't even gonna wait no more, guys. We gonna go ahead and bring them on. We got BB2Bs and Petro.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Come get that gas up.
And I'm gonna switch, and I'm gonna put two chairs over here. So let me switch.
Yeah.
And Petro, you sit on this side too, so you can be seen, my brother. Y'all come on in, sit down with us. Appreciate you. Yes. He in my chair, but I'm just gonna stand here.
Oh, hold on. Let me get out the way. You just saw me get, but I told you this was her shop, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. That's a lie.
Let me,
welcome, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for inviting us.
Of course, we glad to have y'all, man.
Off tops.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Definitely gonna come back too.
Please do, for sure. Like with any new music and stuff. I promise you, I won't say that again. I won't.
Right.
I won't use that term anymore.
So I gotta ask. Oh, he done brought the ashtray and
He's
everything.
prepared.
Look at this shit. I didn't even
He's
notice.
prepared.
You know, I turn around. Look,
We've been to.
my man got the old school ashtray
Like,
too.
literally,
You know, he
prepared
got the
today.
motherfucker from the '60s and shit. You
Oh, yeah.
press the top and the whole, just
Yep.
the whole
Everything.
man.
Yep.
The old school one. That's
That's
dope
the
though.
one.
He's
That's really the
prepared.
one.
That's what I like. He don't come to your place disrespecting
you went to the antique shop and got that shit. Then where'd you get? You
Oh,
saw
that's
that?
somebody
You stole
you
that
know.
from the old casino, huh?
No, my uncle gave me.
I was about to say,
Your
I
uncle
said some
stole
old
from the
head
old
that he
casino,
know
huh?
Yeah.
from back in the
Good
day.
people.
Hey,
Yep.
but nah,
Hold on,
nah.
let me get this for nephew.
Oh,
real
let me
quick.
check this
Exactly.
out though. I gotta see this. Y'all gotta check this out though. This,
Hey, that's player.
oh, this
Hey, I ain't never seen
Speeds,
that.
yo, what's up?
That's like an old school one.
That shit's so
That is
crazy.
dope,
It's
yo.
like a toy that he's excited to play with.
You
Y'all
goddamn
see this shit?
right.
Look at this.
I
Can't
smoke,
wait to
so
play
you
with
know,
that motherfucker.
you know what I'm saying. This shit is dope. I like this shit.
You like that?
You might not leave here
Are
with
you
it, yo. You know,
fascinated?
no, I'm
Oh,
fucking
I
around. I'm fucking
Petro,
with you.
try to
Ah.
Put it away right now. Don't even. It's not going with you.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, I like it, yo. This shit is dope. And I'm about to go look for one like that.
He said they've been to a couple
Definitely my
interviews, so
first
they're
time seeing
prepared.
it.
Smoke shop.
Okay, y'all prepared. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
y'all, so y'all must been to a couple interviews and wasn't, huh?
We've been to a couple. We've been to
Okay.
a couple of places.
That's like 5 for me. I don't
Dang,
know how
y'all
many
be
he
y'all
been
out
to.
here grinding then. I love that. That's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself out there. Promote yourself for sure.
So where are you from?
I'm from out here.
Oh,
I'm
you
from the west side.
you Vegas born. Vegas born and raised.
Oh,
Vegas
okay.
bred.
That's rare to meet.
And you?
I'm from out of West, Los Angeles County.
He did say that
Yeah.
in
I
his
thought
song too.
I don't know why I thought I heard him say Ottawa.
Out of what?
Out of West.
Have you been smoking already?
Out of what?
Out of West.
He
Out
said
of
it
what?
all at once.
He
like it
did.
was
That's why I
all
thought I
one
said
word.
Ottawa.
My
Like
bad.
Ottawa. You know,
Ottawa?
I was gonna say, oh, you from
Ottawa.
Canada, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. You and Drake got
I
it
am
going
done.
on. Nigga, you like, oh.
He's another one. He's like, please, I represent my city well. Don't. Exactly.
Shout out Drake.
He
too.
said out of Watts, guys. Out of Watts.
So Cali, of course.
Kelly, yeah.
That's what's up. That's dope.
That is dope. And then you,
So how long have you been doing music?
Ooh, I always been a fan of music, but for the last like 3 or 4 years, I've been
Like really
building
pushing
my,
it.
building
Okay.
up my label and building up my music and stuff like that.
That's
My
what's
friends
up.
and
You have a
stuff.
label too?
Yeah, New Money ENT, you know what I mean? Our
Mhm.
platform to get our music out there.
Okay, that's
that's
dope.
what's up.
So the business mind and the music.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, and what do you do to contribute to that, Petro? What's your contribution?
You got the
Producer.
science.
Really?
Producer. I can engineer a little bit. Like
Okay.
make some music and stuff like
So
that.
you're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Make the
Also,
beats?
I rap too though.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
an artist?
Oh, he
as well?
said he Dr.
Are you
Dre.
on? I was about to say, like, really?
He Dr. Dre, ain't it?
Why
I would
wouldn't
throw
you?
that title
Why
out
wouldn't
there,
you though?
really.
Not yet. You
gotta
don't know
work-
where you're gonna
gotta work for
formulate.
that.
You feel like you
that's
gotta get
really
there?
That title you want to put towards yourself, you gotta work to.
You have to get to that.
I mean, that
status.
is
I
a hell
think
of a
that.
title, though.
Yeah.
Drake.
It is. Dre.
Name whole weight.
Yeah.
Them beats go hard.
Yeah.
But you can claim it now.
Well,
And
you
be like, you know what? I'm
claim it,
striving for
bring it
that.
into-
Manifest that on.
manifest it,
I'm
yeah.
I'm all
Yeah.
about that, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry. You
vouch
gotta
for-
speak it.
I
You
vouch
know?
for him. He one of the hottest producers in Vegas.
He's
I've
dope.
been out here. Look, yeah.
Yeah?
One of the hottest ones
Well, you
out
like,
here.
yeah, that's the truth.
I don't let it go.
Yeah.
He's trying to be humble about it.
I know it's like humility is cool, but you know, to understand what you have is important too.
Yeah.
So that's dope, man. I love that. So tell us about your start. So it's like 3 to 4 years,
Mhm.
and then you really started going hard with the music. So how did you like begin? What was the process for you?
Well, my process was, of course, going through stuff. You know what I mean? Going
Right.
through stuff, staying in LA and the LA gang culture and stuff like that, just experiencing all that firsthand and stuff. So that's where the passion and stuff from needing to, you know what I mean, put something
Right.
towards something, you know what I mean? Let this, you know what I mean, display what we got up over here so you don't always see the bad side or just get this bad image out of Watts, you feel me? Because talented people up over there, loyal people up
That's
over there,
true.
solid people that been there since the early days. So
Right.
you feel me? It's like, you know what I mean?
It's
Just
not
trying to
all
shine
the
some light.
negativity.
Yeah,
Right,
on the
exactly.
youngs.
I got you. Look
For
at
sure.
you trying to be, you know, a beacon.
Yeah,
Like,
for
let me
sure.
put y'all out there and show y'all what's really going on in my city. That's what's
Yeah,
up,
for
brother.
sure.
Well, you gotta
Okay.
shine bright if you don't do it right.
Hey,
Of
I ain't
course.
mad at
Definitely.
you. So, like, with your music, how would you classify it? Like, is it rap, gangster rap? What would you say? Or are you just leaving it open for genre? I mean,
I ain't gonna say it's gangster rap. I'll say it's hip hop.
Okay.
We can form it like a some trap music because we be, you know what I mean, out the studio house, you know what I mean, out the crib sometimes. That's where it started at.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Garage, just studios, you feel me? My crib, they crib, you feel me? So we got that kind of flow, but it's all new and it's all like, you know what I mean, revamped and it's hot like right now. So
okay.
It's different.
And it's a whole nother vibe. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, like I told you, I'm not the bitch hoe person.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I tried. I was like sitting there like, oh wow, there's a lot of hoes and bitches in here. But you know what? It was fine. It was like this. I tried to go beyond that and just see the creativity. You know what I'm saying? That's what I respect.
But let me ask you this. Is you a Cardi B Megan Thee Stallion? You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
No?
I'll be honest. I'm not they have songs I like. I'm not going to lie.
Well,
but
the reason why is like, because you got females who be like, oh, hey, what's up, bitch?
You know,
right.
But as soon as I be like, hey, what's up, bitch? What?
You know what it is, though?
Facts. Now they want to pull off their nails and all that. Now they tripping.
I think for me, it's just the way it's put out there.
The context.
That's what it is. Yeah, like, because I feel like I don't know, like, if that's your name all the time, it's one thing if your homegirl be like, yeah, bitch, girl, oh, bitch, don't play, you know. But if a dude's like, yeah, bitch, hey, bitch, hey, ho, you know, I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, Huggy Bear.
Or, like, what was it that my ex's brother used to call girls? And he's from California. He called him Ashy Booty.
Ashy
like,
booty.
whatever, whoever she was. Yes. But whoever she was, it did not matter.
I call them bitty bops. You know what I'm saying?
Every time. Like, if you're walking. See, can you imagine?
Like,
and you got and he got the Cali accent too, so he sounds just like him because he's like Ashy Booty. I'm like Ashy Booty. Like, who the fuck is responding to this? And he was getting chicks though, and I was like, people respond to that? Like, that's popping. Like, I wish a nigga would. I mean, brother would.
Carter.
Did you catch me
Then
slipping?
took her out of character. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this the spot. So we're gonna give her a pass. We'll give her a pass.
Thank you very much, man. It was my moment. I had lost it for a second. I went into that moment. I have a hood side too, but I be trying to keep it, you know.
It's the spot.
Keep it together.
You gotta keep it balanced.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
Okay, so in regards to like the business side, like, do you feel like that you've kind of gotten that under control too? Because I know musically, a lot of people are like, yeah, I got the music part down, but the business side is a whole different mindset. Like, where do you think you're at with that?
See, right there, we still looking to get that built all the way up properly. You feel me? Right. As of right now, we doing everything on our own. We're paying for the studio times and getting everything.
So your own funding.
On point, pushing everything out ourselves to get our name out there. But, I mean, we getting support along the way. We got a lot of little support along the way. You feel me? Cool. People stepping in, getting their features and coming through, you know what I mean, supporting us at our shows and stuff. So, most definitely want to give back.
Oh, yeah, that's dope, man. So, so you have a label. Mm-hmm. We had a conversation like this. Remember when we were talking about, like, major labels, right? Mm-hmm. Being signed to a major label. I'm going to let you ask a question.
If I ask a question, it might, you know.
Because he did offend somebody. So it was like, well, I never would sign with so you guys are independent, 100% your own distribution. You're doing your own thing, funding everything, right? Mm-hmm. Would you ever sign with a major label? And like,
let's put it like this, because she didn't say it.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
Let me get it.
Add it.
All right, so y'all two partners, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Lord,
y'all work together, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what if a label came to you and was like, yo, we want to give you a deal? You know what I'm saying? But we ain't feeling your boy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's good. Petro, get your money, man. Catch me on the back end. I'm going to steal you.
See, there you go.
It'll be vice versa because it's my brother.
That's a totally different mindset.
That was a totally different
mindset.
We got a totally different reaction the last time.
We did. It was very confrontational.
They broke up?
Nah, they didn't break up. But it was more or less the heat was towards me than anything.
Because he felt like he was coming for him, like, I'm independent, and like, would you ever like let her sign to another label?
Because he was. Again, we don't know if that was her manager or but anyway.
He wasn't her manager. He supposedly was like artist development.
Yeah, he was an artist developer.
Yeah,
and the manager was sitting over there.
Was the dude, yeah.
But like I asked her, like, yo, if a label approached you,
would you take the?
Would you take the deal? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, cause.
No, she wouldn't. Because we ain't taking no major.
I know she was like, hold on.
No, she didn't say anything. That was the dynamic between them was very P.O.L.O. That's what I kept saying. Remember I said that? Exactly. That's like the best analogy.
Argentina.
Yes. Like, hell no, eat the cake. Like, you not. Like, you ain't taking that. And then he was like, we're not about
because, I got to ask some crazy questions. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask some wild questions. Like, what would you, because those situations do arise, yo.
Right.
Like, the game is grimy as fuck, yo. You know? Because the crazy thing is motherfuckers know how dirty the game is, how dirty these companies are, but yet they still signing them contracts.
That's true. Because of the level
and they've been knowing about this shit since the Temptations and Big Red.
So you asked him, what about him?
What about him?
Vice versa.
They already said it. Yeah, they said vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That's why
you gotta build a foundation with anybody you working with. So it's like we not trying to hold each other back. We see that we able to help each other out, and we can get back in.
Cause I see it all the time in the shows and all that junk where they try to single out one.
Like, I like him.
Like they even did it in the movie. What was it? NWA South Central, whatever.
They did with Eazy-E.
With Eazy-E, yo, you could go so much further than what I'm saying, and he holding you back, yo. Damn. You know they gonna say grimy shit like that, yo.
The devil is not with horns; it's in a suit.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yo, he's slick with the tongue,
with
yo.
A suit and some money with a contract.
Slick with the tongue. So I had to ask the question, and I mean, I think too because add in too was a female, and I'm like, I did. And
it's different, but brotherhood is different. I feel like even when they were talking, like I told you, P.O.L.O. It was very like she's more submissive. He was like the dude talking for her and all of that. They're a whole different dynamic. This is like dudes are like that anyway. There's a loyalty to men that I feel like they really do have when they're really down for each other. That's true. Oh yeah. That women don't always.
You don't
have.
See us like getting in a random ass
arguments over dumb shit.
For real, yo. I mean, we do get in arguments for shit. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And some of the shit can, in our opinion, be like, yo, that's bitch, yo. Like,
right. But we'll stop fucking with a motherfucker right then.
But we won't.
Right. We females, they'll be like, oh, this my homegirl. But ooh,
and y'all want to keep pressing that button, and they want to keep pressing it. Like, yo,
I seen that shit with my mom's.
Like, no, it is. There's a shadiness
moms
too.
No, girls be talking.
And talk about each other. They talk about each other and be like, hey, girl, and you're like, what did you do?
My sisters, they homegirl. I seen that with females. Females can do that.
Y'all some gossipers, yo.
We can be a bit shady. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all some gossipers, yo.
So you guys look pretty young though. And your mentalities are.
How old are you?
I was about
19.
How old?
19.
You
did
look
15,
young. Boo. Your face is so young. Yeah. I love it though. That'll fare you well.
Huh? I'm 32.
Yeah.
Okay, 32. And you look young too. You look like you're in your 20s. Okay, good for y'all, melanin. It don't crack y'all. Just know that. All right. You can look very young and be much older.
Except for, if you Miss Nikki over here.
Miss Nikki young too.
Oh,
you know what
I'm
saying?
Stop hating.
I seen them crows on that left eye over there.
See how you see the hate?
Nah, I'm kidding.
See how you hate?
Nah, they in the inner crow eye,
That's all right. Those are called wisdom lines. And when you get to be my age, you have those. And the grays and everything, I'll take it all because I earned it. I earned my stripes, boo. Don't get it twisted.
I'm quitting messing with her.
Please. Hater.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've been waiting for
I know, I was wondering.
I mean, you brought a special ashtray, goddamn it. You got it.
You I'm being respectful. I'm just going to talk.
Like.
Everybody smoking.
I don't, but still.
Nah, she don't smoke, and we make sure the door is locked because we got the kids in the next room, so
Yeah, so. Okay, y'all. So, what is the vision for the music? Like, where do you see it going? Where do you want to be? I mean, this is the time to say, like, oh, I want to be like Dr. Dre, and I'm doing whatever. Like, this is it. This is the time. Go ahead, my brother. So
with my music, with the music that I've been working on and stuff like that, and a big part of me becoming an artist was to stand out in the community and voice, voice for, the community right now in this present time that we in.
Right.
So with all the, I come from LA with all the gangbang and stuff like that be going around. I feel like it's been pushed out there so much with the music, and we allowed it to be like that. You feel me? And I'm not gonna say I didn't partake in it because that would be not true, right? And that's okay. Smack and we all go crazy. So now I want to hop in there too, but actually give back with my music because, like, I don't know if I mentioned it before. I have a youth program that I started that I've been working with. You didn't, and that's dope. That's where a lot of us coming together, working at my crib was first when we was doing the youth mentoring. We was going out and just popping it at each other. All, you know what I mean? Just icebreakers. You know what I mean? You go into a new section or you go into a section, how to like, you know what I mean, meet people like and be on a cool basis. No matter where you at, maybe you might live in a bad neighborhood or something like that. So that's where the youth mentoring came in at in 2016.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, it was Progressive Futures, and we still do it, you know what I mean? We still got offices around, you know what I mean? To where we can just kick it and stuff like that, like little youth centers and stuff.
Right.
Studio stuff, you know what I mean? Whatever we want to get on, you know what I mean? My man might say, look at this video I just shot, you know what I mean? Now, gonna work on that, you know what I mean? See what we can put together to be productive, you feel me?
Just to keep yourself busy too, because it keeps you out of shit. That's damn for sure.
So,
exactly.
But at the same time, you're setting an example for the young. You know,
that's good.
And giving them an option of doing something other than
that exactly
what everybody doing.
You know what I'm saying? So
you blazing another trail where they can like go this way,
right? Showing
that way.
Like,
that's
look, just because you think there ain't any other options out there actually is. You just don't know about them. We just, here to show you about them now.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's
so
cool.
that is dope.
Ain't it though?
And you would never know. Crib, you'll see we got little stuff, just resources about, you know what I mean?
Like bulletins and stuff
like that, how to apply summer job, like little stuff, like, you know,
to help
open
them.
Up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It should help us all. Shit.
But see, look, you up here, bitch and hoe, and you over here helping mentoring kids. Look at you, see? Look at y'all. Just on a whole nother level.
You feel me?
So the persona though? Let me ask you this, because you're like totally different in person. Yeah. So how do you turn it on and off? Because it's like when you, because like you in the songs be like, and then when you meet you, like for me it was weird because I just knew you was gonna be turned up. You know how like what's the call it was the one I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about?
Claymore?
Yeah. And I was just thinking, like, the way he was, I was like,
he's
gonna be, I was like, he's probably gonna be like,
he came in real, very cool, and it just went from cool to 100 real quick.
But you could tell that he had that. That's why. With him, I thought maybe, I wasn't trying to be, like, prejudgmental, but I was more like,
she was judging.
See what I'm saying? Shut up.
I felt it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
He said I felt it.
Oh, that's hurtful. I know. I was like, but no. I mean, I just thought maybe you'd be a little more turned up than you are, and your energy is totally different from that. That's why I'm like, so how do you turn it on and off?
Well, shit, growing up in the city, like I said, I grew up in that lifestyle. You know what I mean? Family going in and out of jail, people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Going through bullshit in the city. You know what I mean? So seeing that firsthand and going through it myself, when I finally had a chance to, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to, you know what I mean? Put a little agenda together for what I want to do. I want to lead by example first off. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to work, you know what I mean? I'm going to get on my feet, I'm going to grind, I'm going to, you know what I mean? Put my stuff together, make it look presentable.
Right.
And I'm going to pitch it. And that's how I know where I've been going with the music, like, you know what I mean? I've been trying to keep it like in that angle, you know what I mean? First off, I love music too, you know what I mean? Who don't love some music? I could put on some R&B, I could put on some rock. A rock song can come on right now, and that's my favorite song.
So who are your inspos? Like if you had to pick some people that you vibe off of, you like, this is my day to day. Like I'm turning the music on, I'm like, I'm rocking with this person. Who you vibing with?
Or like what you mean?
Just like, okay, well like all the time. Like who's your vibe? Like what you like?
Okay, if I'm looking for some music to put on, for sure I'm gonna put on Jadakiss, you know what I mean? Jadakiss, one of my favorite rappers.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm throwing Tila, y'all.
Straight up. No, I'm gonna throw some Jadakiss on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep
he
it.
Probably like,
so an East Coast dude.
Hey.
Yeah.
So an East Coast rapper. Okay.
Because he real lyrical.
You hear that?
Yeah, who is that?
You don't know who Tila is?
What's Tila?
On to school.
Man, my guy, yo.
School.
Tila, you don't know who Tila is, huh?
It sounds good.
Oh my
it was
Lord.
It's an old one. It's an old head.
It ain't an old head.
For them.
Probably.
See what I'm saying? That's where you're talking from. Okay, so Jadakiss.
Soon as you keep going, I'll see.
I fuck with Game. You feel me?
Of
I fuck
course.
with Boosie, Webby, them from the South.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
So you're like faceted in your rap thing. So you all about like Southern rappers and stuff. Do you like any like besides Jadakiss, because he's considered like my generation, I should say. Do you like any other like more past generation rappers like Scarface, UGK, anybody like that?
40.
Hey, that's a good one. Look. That's a good one right there.
You feel me?
That's a sprinkle me right
ones
there.
Who come through and keep it solid. I fuck with
right.
Real one. Like of course the whole West Side.
Tila from Rap A Lot.
All
the
your
originals, Mac 10. all those.
Okay.
Like the ones
Rap A Lot records.
Snoop them around. Stay. being there. Rap A Lot for sure.
Okay, but you don't know Tila.
Yeah, he was on them because with like Scarface and all them.
Yeah.
And you probably heard him. You just didn't know it was him. That's the only thing.
Like Tila the shit, yo.
What about okay, that's a good one, and that's a good that's Cleveland. So what about any like old school rappers that are not West Coast? Or okay, no, let me change it. What about R&B? You said you listen to R&B music, so like who are your instos for that kind of music, or who do you like?
Mary J. Blige,
of course.
Lauryn Hill, one of my favorite.
That's my girl.
Erykah Badu,
okay, so you be out there vibing out.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
like
real
that.
cool.
Like
okay.
What's the new one name? Jenny Akio. I don't know how to pronounce
Janae Akio. Yeah.
I like her.
You ready to hear?
But she kind of a hood R&B to me. Like she be singing about smoking weed and stuff. Like she be having a little bit of you about to show him.
I'm about to let him hear this Tila.
Don't let him listen to Tila. Do or Die. You remember that song? Do you wanna ride in the backseat? Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then they're rapping on his song. And they're rapping on his track.
Tila was my dude, yo.
See,
I like Do or Die though. That was my
90.
They was doing it. That's what I'm saying. You heard it. 86. The Riders of Beats.
Look, you know Tila.
I already knew who it was. That's why I wasn't tripping. Low key.
Yo, Tila was the shit, bro.
Tell.
He was a rap a lot.
Yeah, no job.
This nigga got albums out, bro. Like,
see these classics that we heard.
Outside looking in.
I was born in 89. I'm 32, so these are songs I was hearing when I was younger.
See, I got 10.
But you didn't realize.
I got 10 years on you, though.
I was just at the club. Who's that? I was with Second and None.
Got Young Bleed.
I'm right there kicking it right there with them. And then I'm like, okay, they showing me love. We all backstage and stuff. And then they get on stage and they got the rap and I'm like, oh my fucking God.
I knew this. Yeah, you know, I know who that
right
is.
Here with this nigga. Like, you feel me? Not just some younger shit. So that's why, like, you feel me?
The association is not there. Yeah, for sure. What about you, Petro? What do you like? What's
Let's go, Petro.
Smoking
on that gas.
You over here, like, I'm producing, I'm engineering. So, like, from that standpoint, like, who are your artists that you like?
I listen to a whole lot of stuff. Just like he was saying, like Erykah Badu. I'll probably turn on some Al Green, like my mama.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's the old school.
Hey, you know
Bless
who I
me.
like old school?
Commodores.
I like
Okay.
All types of stuff.
I like Teddy P.
Teddy Pendergrass.
TKO.
That's how we were raised. I feel like.
Yo, that was a sick track right there. You did.
But I think that's how we were all raised. Our parents would listen to that because, like, I know Johnny Taylor songs. He's a blues artist from my grandma. Like, she would listen to the blues every Sunday. So I'd be in there like, what? Oh, disco lady like that. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't on
That's
purpose.
where you got your box from.
That's why I got
And
you know, because they teach you they in there drinking cognac like, hey.
And then the older you get, the more you appreciate it.
You do. Because you start throwing it on too. Like, wait a minute, let me find some Anita Baker in here.
No, 100.
Like, you know what? I feel like listening to some SOS band real quick.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely, y'all have some dope inspo. So musically, you guys are pretty diverse. You know, you like rock music. You guys like soul music. So y'all have a dope palette to work from. Oh, I was about to say who? Who you mess with?
Cause I can name a couple I mess with.
I have some too.
Hey, Maroon 5.
I can only name rock.
Yeah, that's more pop. Yeah.
I do too.
I was gonna say about 3. Linkin Park.
Okay, that's a good one.
Maroon 5.
But that's some
It's
pop.
pop. It's more pop.
Linkin Park's a good one though.
It is a good one.
Oh, my boy Pac-Man from Neighborhood. He do kind of like he rap, but it's like a
from your neighborhood.
No, he from out of LA. He from out of LA.
Okay.
But he be doing rock.
Like rock music.
Yeah, I see his music. Yeah.
That's cool.
What about like Nirvana?
Oh, Nirvana.
That's exactly.
Smell
That's
like Teen Spirit.
That's me.
How about what the fuck? God damn it, not Guns N' Roses, but
Who? Motley Crue?
Metallica.
I can't. That's too much. I don't
I ain't gonna lie. Come on.
I can't do heavy metal.
If we talking metal, you feel me?
I don't like metal. I like
Guns
rock.
N' Roses, of course. And you know, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even grow up listening to that music.
But you end up liking it though, because I rocked with it. I did. I used to like Limp Bizkit and all of them. I used to be over there like, yeah.
Right.
And there's some rock song. I can't remember what their name is, but it's called Bodies. Have you ever heard it?
Called what?
Bodies.
Let the bodies hit
Let the bodies hit the floor. I'll be working out to that, but I'm like, yeah.
That's like a workout song.
I heard it, but I
it is. That's what I'm doing at the gym, man. I can't remember the name. I have it on the playlist.
Korn.
No, it was somebody else that does. But Korn was a good one too back in the day. Korn was
popping. So does Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes, I like them.
Yeah.
I mess with them.
Red Hot Chili Peppers was fire.
Yeah, they were like really dope. They still are actually.
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all switch up y'all's music to go cross genre?
That's a good question.
Because you know, if you touch bases, you know what I'm saying, with like Hispanics, white people. If you know if they like your shit, you got a whole lot of shit. You in, yo. Like, and a lot of artists don't cross genre.
They don't.
Like for example, like Future, he ain't cross genre. You know what I'm saying? But he major, but he ain't cross genre. But you get motherfuckers who are cross genre, yo. They last.
First, and they last for a long time.
They last, yo. And they can go any fucking where, bro.
You definitely right.
So have y'all thought about
shit? Still be doing his little Jamaican stuff. I just
Snoop Lion.
I said this nigga Chinese commercial.
I'm like, bro, Snoop Dogg everywhere, bro.
It's called Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
What?
The people who sing Bodies.
Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool.
Okay.
I didn't know the name. I just remembered the song. But
so you as the producer.
Are you crossing genre?
Yeah, what you thinking of now?
I ain't gonna
youngin', look, he young too.
But he
yo.
looks like he would be down for that. Like he looks like he pull some rock music real quick as a sample.
I ain't say he ain't.
And be like,
you know what I'm saying? I already seen it in his face. The nigga looking up. When motherfucker look up, they looking at ideas.
He's like, ding, ding.
Look, you know what I'm saying? They looking for reasons to say something. You know what I'm saying? They looking. You know.
Yeah. That's cool. That's dope, man.
I can be honest.
The wheels are turning.
Cause I mean, look at Lil Nas.
What you mean?
I'm stuck in a pocket right now. Like being from the West Coast region, a lot of people tell me like I'm from Vegas,
right?
But a lot of people tell me, even people from Vegas that know me and grew up with me, and stuff. They, bro, you sound like you from Detroit or from the Bay Area or from LA.
So you don't have the same sound.
It's like, dang. Well, I'll really be trying to say stuff, but it's just. I kind of latch on to the West Coast sound.
So you got something.
Right.
Now I'm figuring it out that
you
I
got something we can hear.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And I'm gonna say, cause
I'm
gonna say his style, which he sleep on a little bit, but I say Vegas.
That's what you need as a hype man. Somebody who's like, bruh.
I'm saying like he like that hot Vegas artist that can put, you know what I mean? Because Vegas don't really got no artists, you know what I mean, that's been jumping out like that. Really,
that people really were like, oh, he's from LA. From Vegas.
That put on for Vegas. And
okay.
I can say, like, you feel me, for me being out here doing music.
So what you got for us?
You feel like he the one.
Yeah.
What you got for us to hear, Mike? Let's go, Petro.
And you're young, so you
step
can
on that gas,
so well.
Guy.
You can evolve
Just
well.
Type in Petro 3 times. It's gonna pop up.
Petro.
Yeah, Petro.
Petro.
You alright?
Yeah. You gonna say the same thing you said to him. So
am I gonna say the bitch show thing too? Oh gosh, okay.
Yeah.
But you know y'all are super cool, so I take it back because I'm meeting y'all.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
We smart, so we know.
How
we come from that type of background, so it's kind of easy to just jump on the mic and woo.
Yeah.
This ain't let's go in the studio writing this down.
This is just kind of like what you know or you're
like,
related to.
We're trying to gather up our fan base and see where it's at. But I'm gonna pull some Kendrick type stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once I gather my fan base,
and I love Kendrick Lamar.
What this dude?
He switched it up. Look, and I think if you listen to like his first album or you listen to Kendrick's Evolution, he did the same thing. He was very much about like, oh yeah, women, weed and weather, you know, bitch this, bitch that. But then as he started to build that, like you said, that fan base, he changed it.
You gotta grab the audience.
Exactly. And then
you can show them like I can jump over here and grab this audience and then have y'all in tune and understand why they messing with me.
Exactly. So you got the right mindset. Look at you. You're right. Y'all are very smart. I love that.
Yeah.
See, that's what y'all just changed my whole perception.
Which one you want? I'm gonna play it for the world.
Norbit?
Yeah, you go to Norbit.
That movie was so funny. I don't know why people didn't like it. I love Norbit.
Which one?
Norbit is dope. Norbit, see?
Oh, okay.
And it has,
All right.
We're gonna do that one.
Since the video
About to intro it. What is
we
it?
gotta play it for the the world to see.
Oh, you gonna put it on the screen? Dope.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's see, Petro, what you got? He's talking about you gonna say the same thing you said about his. He's like, so get ready for all the bitches and hoes.
Get ready.
He told me to get ready for the bitches and hoes.
You did say that?
No, it's not.
He said it was similar to.
Like, yeah, we got a similar style.
He said get ready for it.
There's a few bitches and hoes in there. That's okay. Is it dick on your lips too?
Oh, no. I don't know about that one.
I'm just asking. I want to be prepared. I want to be ready when it happens.
Maybe.
No, this ain't my.
Bounce out with that big bitch like I'm Norbit. Gang shit, me and my niggas with extortion. Gang slide with the 40 by the door, bitch. Both bitch bad, yeah, I'm quick to ignore a bitch. True, both bitch bad, I never fuck a bitch about to chillin' so we can really go in the round up. They loves on your ground, pussy nigga, just give it up. Live life lavishly, I sit and lean in the glass. My bitch, she just here for a nut. I call that bitch, she bet the AR, make a nigga flip, make him hit a twirl. I'm pop the dance and then feel like my nigga P.O.L.O. Freak bitch, she link me up, make a nigga tongue twirl. I'll be mine till you not say I'ma show him the world. Said she love me, I'm not knowing what's that for. I ain't very price-like when my shoes say D.I.O. Keep it player, I never stretched about a whore. Not the little red bone bitch, this is hard to hit a nigga in his top, make him show the shrug. To get a new little bop, I never gave a fuck. Head Frank's bitch, I need a lot, we tryna run it up. Bounce out with that big bitch like I'm Norbit. Gang shit, me and my niggas with extortion. Gang slide with the 40 by the door, bitch. Both bitch bad, yeah, I'm quick to ignore a bitch. Petro 3 times, big whooper, no slime. Okay. He who did it for the motherfucking ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All independent
Very nice.
business.
But no, I'm gonna switch it up for sure, though.
No, I feel like you.
Yeah.
You know what? I hear you, brother. You know what? Like you're creative. That's all I can say about it because it'd be a lot of bitches in it. But I respect the creativity. I respect the creativity. Anytime somebody's being creative, I can respect that. I think that's dope.
Yeah.
The creative part. So y'all know, no shade. Just
Appreciate
all
you.
right,
No, I like it. Let me ask you this though. Where do you record at?
I record everywhere around Vegas. I'll probably be at his house, probably the Humble Spitter house.
I mean, as
at
far
the
as
gas
like
station.
as far as this
The gas
track go.
station?
Yeah,
You
King
said-
Gas.
You can record there. For real? They have like a studio in there.
Yeah, he got a studio. He got
That's
a
dope.
little photo shoot booth. All of
Look
it.
at you. All right. I didn't see. I wouldn't even have known that. I never would have known. You could just go. I'm just gonna go record something. Like, hey, what's up? I need 20 on 4 and I want
No, his studio called the gas
Oh
station.
shit! I really thought it was a gas station. My bad. Oops.
Yeah, this is actually my mentor too. Like when you were saying with like the youth programs and stuff, this is how I got brought up. Like my pops was doing music and stuff, so I was always around music. But
Okay.
I started getting in my little trouble and stuff where I reside, the west side of Vegas and stuff, as being young. And I ran into the dude that was running the little workshops at the youth program. I was required to go to.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
yeah, and he just latched on to me. He like, man, you
He
got
saw
a little
something
patience
in
to you.
you.
You should make beats or something. He was already making beats. He had a little studio in the community center. So we like, all right. He's just watching me. I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff, trying to learn it. He like, yeah, keep going, bro. I'm like, all right. I just took it in, just ran with it.
That's dope, man. But he saw something in you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was like, there's something there
Not a
that
lot
I
of
want to
people.
cultivate.
Not a lot of people would do that either.
They don't.
They don't.
But it is those people that, like you said, mentor you. That'll see you and be like, "There's something there. I'm gonna work on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work with you." You know. So
and they can be charging others.
Yeah,
they do charge other people.
They do.
They'll say with him, like, I see something. I'm gonna go with.
I got a little experience of that the other night at that dinner.
Did you? They charged you?
Who?
The people.
No, I'm talking about like the mentorship.
Okay.
But yeah, they charged us for the dinner. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, why invite you to an event and have you podcast?
It wasn't them, and I tried to podcast, but YouTube wouldn't let me do it through mobile, which
was hard.
No, it said I wasn't eligible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm like, what?
You gotta recheck on that.
Yeah.
YouTube's tripping
from the computer.
Yeah.
They say you gotta do it from the computer.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's probably because I started from the PC, but
you might have to recheck and see.
But yeah, as soon as I went to go get live, it said, "Oh yeah, you're not eligible to go stream on your mobile."
I'm still tripping. They charged you and asked you to come out.
Well, they didn't invite us. It was Sophia who was invited, and
oh, she was invited there, and she invited you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophia is this lady that we had a guest on. She wrote The Matrix.
And the Terminator movies
and
too.
The Terminator.
Yeah.
She wrote the new one too.
Damn. Not
She's
the new one.
She's like
the original.
You know, the original writer and creator of it. So they took that idea from her books and from all of her information and everything, and then they turned it into movies. And then she
sued them and won.
She won. That's dope. How much she sued?
We should have asked her when she came. We didn't get there yet.
But
it's a 2-part.
Should be back on in a couple of weeks though.
We get a second part interview. It was so long we couldn't finish, but she was dropping mad jewels, man, like about all kind of stuff. And I'm like, girl, mind blowing. Too much, can't take it all at one time.
Right.
So she was dope, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up.
So do you guys have any other artists besides yourselves on your label right now, or it's just y'all?
Well, we just all kind of be rocking together, like out of our crew of artists, you know what I mean? It's me, I'm from out of West. I done ran into Petro from out of Vegas. We bumped into Baby Benji from Sacramento.
Okay.
Say Solid from Sacramento. And we just all, like, you know what I mean?
Like fam.
Yeah, like fam, you know what I mean?
That's
come
wonderful.
to the little crib with a hub, you know what I mean? Do some studio. Who we missing?
That's why you got your boy.
He been out the loop.
Ooh.
He been out the loop. I forgot too.
He been out the loop.
He said he been gone so long, we don't even remember what his name is.
Yeah.
He said he been out the loop.
You'll bring it back though.
Yeah.
Just it'll come back to you. When
Oh, yeah, murder.
Oh, yeah.
Murder.
There you go. So shout out to all of y'all.
Yeah.
You know, y'all boys is bigging y'all up over here, so that's beautiful. That's wonderful. I love
So what
it.
are the obstacles y'all facing?
Right now, getting on that artist, you know what I mean? That artist, you know what I mean? That line, you know what I mean? Where we not just, you know what I mean, out here doing our own thing. Like, you know what I mean? We lined up with the people who need the direct, you know what I mean? The new artists and stuff like that. Who need the new music and stuff like that. So that's, you know what I mean? We've been getting our word of mouth, you know what I mean? People digging our music in the streets.
So y'all don't have like a manager or nothing like that?
Yeah, we don't got no manager or nothing like that. So that's.
So y'all looking for that?
No publicist.
You looking for a manager?
Yeah, that's.
So shout out to
y'all
who
looking
if you have
for a
any
team.
managers
Yeah,
or
we're looking for a
team
team.
members that want to contribute to these two brothers here or their team in general. Shout them out. How can they find you guys if they wanted to find you?
Well, I'm Bebe. You can find me on Instagram, on all platforms. Bebe, 2Bs, on basically everything.
And that's the name, y'all. Just so that y'all know, 'cause I was confused the first time you told me. It's BB2, number 2, and then B.
First
B-S.
Yeah, so seriously, it's BB2Bs. You know, so like some people be like, yo, just 2Bs.
Hey, and that's crazy because I started saying it like that because I be telling people, they be like, what's your name? I'll be like, Bebe. They're like, huh? Like, my name Bebe. Like, Bebe, 2Bs. Like, you know what I mean? Just Bebe. And that's how I got the name.
Literally. He's like, literally, that's what it was.
Literally.
It's like I fell right
And
into it.
you, Petro, how can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at PayPetro 3 times.
Paid?
Yep, PayPetro.
Paid Petro.
He already letting y'all know. Pay me.
3 times.
Pay
Petro.
me. More than once.
Yep. I got a second Instagram. It's produced by Petro 3 times. P.R.O.D. buy Petro 3 times.
All them dope days.
I don't know. My Twitter. I don't know. Tesla just took over Twitter. I ain't even know Twitter no more.
You ain't on Twitter no more. You done with since Tesla done took it.
I ain't on Twitter.
He's like, I'm over it. Twitter is not. I don't like Twitter. I don't even like. It's like a cult.
I was never really on it like that though.
I never liked it. I've never been on Twitter.
I like Tesla, so I don't know.
He said I like Tesla.
No, you don't like Tesla?
I like Tesla.
Oh, you do like Tesla?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like
bring
Tesla.
it back to standard though.
Yeah, I'm all over Twitter.
You on Twitter? I
I'm
hate
all over
Twitter. I
Twitter.
can't
I like
get down
the idea
with
of
Twitter.
Twitter. I just
Twitter's
forget.
weird.
But the thing is, though, is if you want a response from somebody
Anybody.
important,
You can get Twitter.
you can get them
Is
on
that
Twitter.
how you do
No,
it?
that's how you grab placements as a producer too.
Like,
Is Twitter?
Yeah.
like Twitter.
Like most of the rappers, they get on Twitter. I'm just so and so. Producers email this. Send me this email.
Most
Okay.
put it like this.
Yep.
Every time you watching the news and they put up somebody's post,
That could be my kid.
and,
I have to.
and they put up
I don't know
somebody's
which
post
one.
on,
Like,
on,
which
the,
kid
on,
is
the,
that?
on the screen. Is it a Facebook post or is it a Twitter post?
I don't know. Is it Twitter?
No, look, listen. When you watching the news
Oh, they're putting up Twitters. They're putting up tweets.
and they say, "Yo,
People
this is
tweet.
what somebody said," is it a Facebook
It's a
post
tweet.
or is it a tweet that they're showing?
Here's my thing with the
It's
tweeting,
always a
though.
tweet. It's always a tweet. So
I feel like tweets are just. I feel like it becomes cult-like. Though.
well, the thing is,
You're commenting on everything, and you're doing
Well, what do you
that
think
in real
Facebook
time.
is?
Yeah, but I don't like the
Facebook
way
the
they.
same thing.
I don't like the way
Facebook
they.
got
It's,
pictures, though.
It all is when you.
Facebook
If
got
it-
pictures.
it's
break
very
it down.
Twitter does
yeah,
too.
it is.
Social
They
media
got
thing.
It's
I
all
don't
kinda
really
like
that.
vilifying
I ain't
or
got on
taking-
Twitter like that.
Twitter didn't
Television.
used to be like that though.
Televised.
I thought
Everything,
you could just post
yeah,
like
is
little
very
comments.
much.
It
Yeah.
used to be just like that, where it was only just comments.
Oh, shit.
People
but
be
they,
going
but
in on
they
people on
evolved
Twitter.
to where then you can post
Pictures.
Then they evolved to where you can post links.
Oh, yeah.
Now it evolved to where you can post videos, you can post all kinds of shit now.
Damn, see?
I'm good.
But Facebook,
Coming real soon, BB2B on Twitter.
He's like, I'm on my way.
but no, but on Twitter though, if you really want to reach out to somebody,
That's a good way to do it.
that's a good way to do it. Yeah, hit them up on Twitter.
I'm like, Khloe
Twitter,
Kardashian, you know your daughter wants this bus.
If you for like if I want to hit up like
I have a party bus for kids.
Oh, nice.
So
Like,
I'm
I'm
like, look,
cool.
man.
like I'm
Khloe,
on, like I'm
Kim,
on
what's the name? Kylie. All of y'all have a
like I'm on every social media, and I use each one of them. I feel like has a purpose.
Okay.
So like for example, like Facebook, I feel like one I think Facebook is toxic as shit, but
They all are. If you really
Um,
want to keep your one.
but some are more toxic than others. Facebook is really toxic.
There's a lesser evil there.
Instagram.
Yeah, there is.
Toxic.
Yeah,
I
there
think
is.
they're all. I don't think it's a lesser evil with social media.
No,
because they all are
No,
like
because there's some people who can tell a lie, and there's some motherfuckers who can tell a fucked up lie. So
on
they,
Facebook.
just in anything in general.
Well,
that's,
people
but-
scam people on Facebook all the time.
Okay, that's the point.
My baby needs to know.
You don't get scammed like
And
that
then
on
no.
motherfuckers don't
On
get
what?
scammed like that on Twitter.
What?
Dead ass. Motherfuckers accounts don't get
It'd be
hacked
hella hard to
hacked
scam
like on
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah, you right. You
Facebook
definitely
get
right.
hacked. Yo, my account that I had for years got hacked and lost access to it.
Really? Shit.
Facebook, and then on top of that, let's take it politically. Who they talk about was spreading false information when in the last election?
But what is Facebook? Do you know what it is? Do you understand the seed of Facebook?
I don't, but
It was actually based off something from the FBI called Factbook, and it's used to take information from people.
oh well.
It's
shit.
actually used to collect. That's why people post their
well,
images
okay,
on there.
well, you just proved
all
my
that.
point even more. It's toxic.
But
It's
that's
toxic.
Instagram
It's-
too. That's what all that stuff is for.
Well,
That's
Instagram-
why I said no lesser evils.
Facebook owns Instagram.
Exactly.
So,
So, it's
but-
just
but I don't-
more private information for you to
But
post.
listen, but like I
for
said,
them to collect on you.
But beyond all that,
Why?
you get like
Why?
James going way over here on topic, off topic. I'm saying I use each social platform for its purpose. Like for example, when I want to like a lot of people I want to invite on the show,
Right.
I pull from Facebook.
Okay.
That's because a lot of people will go on Facebook and advertise this, advertise that.
Right.
It's a lot of advertising because of the Facebook groups and all that shit.
Correct.
Twitter don't have like Twitter groups. It's just Twitter timeline and who you follow and whatnot.
Okay.
But if I want responses, I go to Twitter.
That's where a lot of your responses for the jobs or for interviews come from. Twitter.
No, like if I want like fan responses, visual,
oh, like you want to actually talk to
like
people.
if I want to show off what I'm doing, I go to Twitter.
And they'll actually respond to what you did in real time.
Yeah, and I do that also on IG. You know what I'm saying? Because IG is more visual.
Yeah,
Twitter's more of a like it's visual, but it's more of a you read more. Facebook is just more like memes and whatnot. So, but nah, each platform has its purpose, in my opinion. So
yeah, I try to use them to promote my music.
I mean, everything is used for something, but I mean, for me, you just gotta understand what it's for. That's all I was saying. I agree with you because I use Instagram for my business and Facebook, but still at the same time, I know what the hell they doing. So I try to limit everything I put on there. I don't post my life. People put where the fuck they are. I'm at blah 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 in blah la la eating at la 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 land. I'm like, why would you even tell somebody that much?
I mean, I look at it like this. This is my thing though about that though. My thing is this. Now we just chopping it up, but my thing about what you saying about the information thing is this. Okay, yeah, I post on there. Yeah, I'm at such and such restaurant, whatever, whatnot. Right. What am I doing in my life that is gonna make them motherfuckers like, oh, this nigga important? We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We want to watch this nigga as far as like the FBI, the government, shit like that.
Don't you have a right to privacy?
I do, but at the same time, how do I know anybody's invading my privacy like that?
But they are though.
But how do I know they are? I can sit here and say yeah they are, okay. But let's just say okay they are right now then.
They are.
Okay, so what are we gonna do about it?
I mean, I don't think it's an issue to do anything about it because everything at this point is invasive. But I feel like
what are you gonna do about it, yo?
You put GPS in, they know where you're going.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
It's in your phone. What are you gonna do about it?
I mean, I do agree with you. I just think that it's more so about principle more so than the back.
I agree with you on that.
Anything where it's like, it's the principle of having privacy. Do I have the choice and the option to choose if I don't want you to know my every fucking whereabout? I have that right, correct? Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I mean they know,
Smoke, Look at Pop Smoke. He posted that. What did he do? He posted his location or his crib or something. They ran right
up. Shopping bag.
Well, that shit is crazy.
And they got the address.
But even in that, to me, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have a right to privacy, and people violate themselves, and they put themselves in fucked up situations because of the fact, like, I'm posting everything I'm doing, or they posting money next to their ear and stupid shit like that. Right. And I'm like, you put yourself in positions where
all that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, where you create these things, but even more so than that, you're giving access to.
But I'm referring to the government thing.
But that's what I was about to say. But even with that, you're giving them access, and you are important, not because of the fact that I need to pinpoint this one person. It's a mass thing because everybody's following suit. It's a control issue. It's not even about you specifically, but it's about the control. Like, if I can know about you, if you ever notice, like, if you put shit on Facebook or you go on a website on Google, right, and you look up Old Navy, right, have you ever noticed that if you go to like another thing or like your email address, Old Navy ad pops up?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though. If we are all so concerned about it, then why are we all not actively
rebelling against it?
Yeah, like
because you've been programmed.
No, because I'm not. I mean, however you want to look at it, we're all talking shit about it. And you still doing it too. You still on
True,
IG.
because you still have to
see what I'm saying?
Listen, you still have to understand that platform. We're in a generation at this point where that's a platform that I would have to use to run a business. Most people book with me through those things. Like, I could not do it.
You ain't got a personal page on there?
I have a website, but the thing is...
No, I'm talking about a personal account on there.
I had to open up a personal one to do a business one. That's the only reason I have one. I don't post anything on it.
You don't post nothing?
No.
So if I go to it right now, you tell me you ain't got nothing on
the only thing you would see is a picture.
See?
And that's it. And the reason I put a picture is so people can recognize who I am when it's associated with my business page.
You ain't got no social media that you just...
Every social media that I have is literally for business. The other one that you follow me on has how many followers? 72?
I don't know.
Why is that?
Because
it's for I sell shea butters for people, and I do body butters and oils. The other one is for my party bus. That's it.
I didn't even pay attention.
I don't have Twitter. I don't have any of that. Snapchat shit. I don't have none of that.
So you're not a social media person?
No.
No OnlyFans? No.
I never. No. Nope. I never did social media until I started.
I would love to have an OnlyFans.
I'm finna start one right
You about to start an OnlyFans?
should though.
I should.
I'm trying to get this
goddamn.
promotion off the ground.
My wife will whoop my ass.
Women will watch it.
She gonna tag.
My wife will whoop my ass,
women
yo.
support shit like that. They'll watch OnlyFans for dudes all the time.
Y'all do be supporting some
Don't
crazy
we? Because
shit.
we'll throw our draws on the stage, you know. We like go to concerts and we like we'll.
Yo, I had to think about what you said for a
Think
minute, because
about
then I
that.
said like, oh wait a minute, y'all do be throwing your drawers on the
We
damn
throw our
stage.
underwear on the stage. Like if you look at like a woman's
Very
concert
supportive,
versus a
very
man's
supportive.
concert, women are like on it, man.
hear
Women
us,
are like, oh my
Huh?
god,
You're
such
on
and
the
such.
side joke, huh?
Huh? What did he say?
Look, he said, make an OnlyFans, subscribe, and it's just me in the garage smoking a blunt with a Coke 45, just making.
And people
Just
would
making
literally watch you.
Just
That's
scam-
what's
just
crazy.
scam
Just
with
like
the
on
ear.
Twitch,
Mhm.
people pay
Just
to
scam
watch
with the
people
ear.
do crazy shit. Like, oh, this one girl, she was over there baking
I
cookies
keep
or
hearing
something.
people say, "Are your music on Twitch?" I'm not too sure what Twitch is.
Twitch was
Twitch.
it's a stream platform for like it's mostly for it started off
Gamers.
with video gamers.
Oh yeah.
They stream their video
Now you
games
can
that they're
DJ
playing
on
on
there.
and
You
shit like
can
that.
Make cookies and
And
shit.
now they got
Have you seen
motherfuckers
that?
who do everything on
They
there.
be
You got
DJing.
motherfuckers who be on there just making beats.
Mhm.
Barely got
You
a
got
TikTok
motherfuckers on there who do
I
talk
just got a
shows
TikTok
like we
recently,
on there.
too.
You know what I'm
As
saying?
a matter of fact, let me check.
Yeah, like
You can DJ. This one girl was baking cookies.
yeah, like
Another person had a Twitch
so I
where
got
they
a
watch you
question.
sleep.
Okay. So will y'all say the overlook on social media has it
See, this
had
is Twitter.
an overall good effect or
On.
a bad effect on our lives?
what?
What?
With the
Look,
implementation
he
of
asking
social
questions
media,
now.
it
Ha!
has.
What
I
you
just had
say?
to throw that one in there.
I love
With
it.
Okay, with social media today being as big as it is, like how we got all these platforms, would you say that's been a good thing or a bad thing?
Go on ahead. I'm gonna let you go, B, and I'll answer.
I'm gonna say it's good and bad. There is no there. Put it like this: everything in life is gonna have pros and cons to it.
Facts.
Now, did social media? This is why I think social media is good, because we got governments out there that try and censor and hide everything that they're doing. And since how we are so far advanced as a society, you know what I'm saying, especially with like technology, our government can do all kinds of crazy shit. So we need the social medias, we need journalism, we need all of that shit to
Entertainment.
not just for entertainment, but to keep the information alive. Like, for example, you know what I'm saying, like, will we know Ukraine is being invaded right now if we didn't have social media? No, we wouldn't know, yo. We wouldn't know for months, because it takes literally. I mean, let's say it probably wouldn't even be for months. Let's say it'd probably be days, but it would be weeks probably, because you got to go from word of mouth, and even then they're gonna be like, yeah, right. There's no war going on. You got proof of that? Show me pictures. You see what I'm saying? So social media is basically a form of being like your Google, your internet. You know what I'm saying? So. But I'm a firm believer though that it's a good thing, but at the same time, as far as bad things, yeah, there's people out there who've taken bad information and used it and done bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Or people who went to social media to show the bad shit they're doing. Like, for example, the gunman who went and live streamed on Twitch, him you know what I'm saying, I'm shooting up the grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
That was a recent one?
No, there was one today where there was
a
dude went into a bar.
Oh, I didn't know
My
there
mom
was
told me
one
about
today.
it. He actually shot all the black people in the bar. 30 black people, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know there was one today.
There was. My mom just told me about it. She said the lady at the post office told her about it.
I just know the one that was yesterday. It was in the grocery store.
Yesterday. Well, I'm sorry. My opinion is different.
Or day before yesterday. One of two.
I find social media to be more harmful than good. I'm not saying it's all bad, because you can use it to propel yourself as a platform. So I will agree with that point, that it's dual in what it can be a representation of. But unfortunately, I find it to be more of a negative thing, because what it does is it perpetuates certain things that are not real. A lot of fabrication. A lot of people take social media and make that to be real life, and then they strive for that, and a lot of times they miss out on what's real, and you spend so much time on that that you miss the actual experience. You become a spectator. And then you become entertained by.
Well, not a lot of people have the resources to go and do a lot of that stuff. Yo.
But a lot of people that are doing it aren't even doing it. Like there's a documentary on HBO, and the dude was like, "We go and shoot
in a green screen." Yeah.
Did you see it where he went and took the girl to his backyard and put her in a kiddie pool and put some rose petals in it and laid her down and was like, "I'm at the spa in Santa Monica." It's fake.
But see, this is where a lot of people understand the psychological thing of just some positive, like, okay, put it like this, man.
But I said it like the dual part you're saying is right. For me, I agree with.
But what I'm saying as far as, I'm not like debating against you or nothing like that. What I'm saying is this, as far as like, with the bad part of it, like a lot of it is because a lot of people aren't like educated, I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. Like I literally, for every bad, like I let my kids watch bad movies, you know what I'm saying, like scary movies, all that shit from a young age, you know what I'm saying. Ask her if she did it. Did you?
Let my kids watch
bad movies.
Oh yeah, my mama let me watch all kind of rated
No, but I'm saying your kids though.
Oh no, well, it just depends.
See the difference?
It depends.
You see, but her mama did though.
Yeah. My mama did.
But
my children.
I'm gonna ask her why she stopped the cycle. Why she stopped the cycle? But hold on though. But what I'm saying though is like it's like. See, you made me lose my train of thought. Goddamn it! Go ahead.
The reason why I don't let my children watch certain things, you know why? Is because of the exposure that's already there. You know how much shit my daughter is exposed to already apart from me?
That's what I was going to say. With that exposure, you have to tell your kids what's up.
True. Because
no matter what, if you don't tell them, if you don't show them, they're going to find and see it, and they're going to get a different understanding of what you give them.
Exactly.
So it's not like saying go ahead and introduce it to them. Right. But you know what I'm saying, when the moment arrives, like yo,
I mean,
like every movie that my kid, like action movie my kids saw, I literally told them like, yo, you know this is just a movie, right?
Of course. But it's the indoctrination.
Like you know what happened if you really did that shit, right? What happened? You go to jail, yeah.
But the indoctrination part of it, like for me, like it's now becoming a situation where they're like perpetuating shit on your kids. Like for instance, like Lil Nas X, right? When he made that video where he was kissing men and he was sliding down a stripper pole and all that stuff, I would not let my daughter watch it. Not because it was like anything's wrong. Exactly. Not because you're gay and it's like I'm mad about. It was the imagery. It was what he was perpetuating. Even for my son to see some shit like that, it's like this is desensitizing you. Because when I was coming up, there were certain things that were restricted and there were limitations. Now everything is accessible. She can literally pick the phone up and be like, oh, I want to see strippers on YouTube. And she can find that. Yeah. And for me, that's where it becomes negative because now you're not teaching your children anymore. Now social media is teaching them how to look, how to dress, what to want. Like my daughter watches YouTube shit and she'll be in the mirror like, she'll do her hair like this because them little white girls be on there doing TikToks and shit. And I'm like...
True, but not if you're involved.
No, I agree, but listen to me. Listen to hear what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
You are involved. There's a lot of parents that are hands-on. I am too. But the thing is, like, literally, it is so much access.
I know you're hands-on.
To the point. Yes, I am.
My wife is hands-on.
I'm hella hands-on. Like, my kids, we're very involved. But, like, and we do things together. Like, my kids have a whole sense of culture. They know the things I know. I'm teaching them all the shit I'm telling you. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, like, there's so much access. It's hard for me to keep her away from it or to keep my son away from it. He can be on YouTube, and I have parental restrictions on there.
This out,
and then it's like he'll watch a video, and it'll send him to some shit where it's like, yeah, fuck that.
Right. But,
and I'm like...
But check this out, though. But this is where the psychological aspect comes into play. And this is why, like, I look at it as... The internet is more good than bad.
Hey, that's why
than what you do.
The internet is bad, like with the social media, because the kids can't.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Kids can't access it. So can I. You know, anybody can access it. But even then, the whole point is this though, is this is where they learn learn whether they're gonna be like, yo, do I want to do what they doing? Take that path, or do I want to be a good person? And they watching how you, as your parent, they're watching your, you know, like I watched my mom. Like for example, one of the main things I wanted growing up that I watched from my mom was to have a job as long as she had a job. Like, damn, Mom, you had this fucking job for like 30 fucking years, yo. Why can't I have a job like that, yo?
But you
like,
can, yeah.
I can, but
you learn.
She inspired her. Yeah. Inspired that in you, yeah.
Right, but at the same time, you know, for me, you know, it's a little different game because I'm different than her. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, so there's things that I learned from her, but I had to watch, you know, that
you had to learn
that I had to also learn from the internet, you know, because I'm like, yo, because you're gonna learn. It's just like this. How you gonna get these experiences and learn about these experiences and how to deal with these experiences? Even if you're just watching a video, you're learning that experience.
But here's my thing.
And I understand it could be bad, but at the same time, yo, a lot of us, if you're raising your kids right, they're gonna be like, yo, this motherfucker got a gun, he toting around like a damn maniac, da 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 da. But my dad got a gun, he doesn't do all that.
Okay, but let me ask you this question.
Here.
Let me give you something to bounce off what you're saying. So, why is it an issue to not have the ability to experience certain things on your own? Why does it have to be that you have to go watch a video to see that? And that's what I mean when I say it becomes this simulation and it's no longer about, you're now a spectator with everything you do. And you don't get the ability, like, some things are like sacred in regards to like you learning lessons or you gaining information or knowledge. But it's an issue to work. Can I finish my thought?
Right, go ahead.
It's
my
an
bad.
issue
I
to
want to answer everything she's saying.
It's an issue to work for certain things. Like when you deal with like sacred knowledge or esoteric knowledge or like any metaphysics or anything like that, that's not something you just give out to somebody. That's something that you have to go seek that out. You have to go read about it. You have to research it. You have to do your due diligence to obtain those things. Here's my thing. With social media, there is no, somebody can do a tutorial and try to teach you how to do something.
First off, we got to separate social media from internet.
Okay, well, let's just put it like this. All of that.
Because social media is just interaction with another person. Internet and learning something
let's just say
is internet.
Internet is everything.
But let's just say access, period. But if we're going to talk about social media, for me, it's like, it becomes a situation where there's very educational ability for you to learn something, to build something, like them making beats in that process, where it's like it goes from you going and learning how to work a machine and you learning how to perfect your craft and you building that, as opposed to let me go on YouTube and I'm going to Google how to change a tire or how to do a radiator or whatever. People who build a craft, they build on something. Let me finish.
But man, we got your point. I got your point, yo. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is that what it does is it removes the ability for you to truly experience things. It removes the ability for you to acquire and obtain knowledge. That's why a lot of young people, they don't know how to do shit.
No, listen.
They don't know how to do shit.
Listen.
The younger generation, they do not know how to do shit. They be like, well,
listen.
I went and watched this YouTube video and I or I went on social media and they were doing this, or now everything is an issue of a course that teaches you how to do this or teaches you how to do that. What about the people that literally went through all the channels, all of this and that, like learn to do that?
Check it out. This is why I'm telling you.
You feel what I'm saying?
I see what she's saying, but check it out. This is where I'm coming with you with a rebuttal on.
No, I'm sure.
Okay, because one, I'm the devil advocate. Okay, now I done seen both sides of the avenue. Okay, there's individuals who can go to college, get that education, who can go to the Grand Canyon and see what they see to get those experiences because they got that money. Now you got tons and tons of motherfuckers who don't got that money, who can't leave their state, who can't leave their home to get that experience, who can't go to college, who can't go to community college and get that experience, but they can get that same experience. They can learn. Because I self-taught myself how to build websites. You see what I'm saying? I didn't go to class to learn how to build websites. I self-taught myself. And on top of that, the website I have for my esports team just recently, I paid somebody to build it for me, and then I went and reverse engineered it myself. I went in there and said, let me click on this, let me click on that, let me do this, let me do that. So yes, you can learn those experiences and everything else. Now, as far as like going out to see those places, let me tell you, I used to take care of people who had mental and physical disabilities. My job was to integrate them back into society.
Right.
Okay, which is what you want people to do. The problem is you got to look at, for example, some people, like we had this one individual, you can look at him and dead ass, you'd be like, You got a disability? You got a fucking caregiver? Are you serious? And you seem to talk normal? Like, he looking at you, yeah, man, yeah, I got a caregiver. Yeah, this is my caregiver. He with me 24/7, yeah. And you looking at the caregiver like, what's his fucking problem? His problem is that when he was being born, the umbilical wrapped around the throat,
and oxygen,
and now it took away oxygen from the brain. But what his issue was, what his ailments came from, that was judgmental decisions, making judgmental decisions.
So his ability to discern things.
To make the good and the bad. Okay, so for example, we was driving one day, he saw his uncle 3 stories up on the scaffolding painting, and he was like, yo, can I go up there? I want to go up there, man. Come on, pull over so I can go over there. No, you can't go up there. Come on, man, I'm going to go up there. No, you ain't going up there. It's my uncle. No. So we pulled over, but he was like, yo, ask my uncle if I can go up there. I'm not asking your uncle if you go up there. Even if your uncle said you can go up there, you're not going up there. Why? Because 1, you're my responsibility, and 2, even if that is your uncle, you can still fall the fuck off.
Right, you ain't got no safety or anything.
You don't even know what to do with your uncle. You know what I'm saying? But you just want to go up there. No, you ain't making sound. He ain't thinking about that shit. He ain't thinking of the repercussions of things. Right. You see what I'm saying? And then I had another individual who had the same thing, umbilical cord wrapped around the throat. But this dude, you know what I'm saying? His ailments from it was, he was about 50-something years old, but he had a 7-year-old mentality. He was 7 years old mentally. Literally, he would come up to me, yo, and he was a cool guy. Don't get me wrong. And this is what made it so like what I'm saying, like, not everybody can do what you think they can do, but they want to do it. Like, there's days where he's like, yeah, but he talk crazy. He'd be like, hey, Brandon, what you doing? Yeah, and you talking fine, like everything's great, having a normal conversation and shit. And then one day he'd be like, yo, Brandon, you faggot, you punk bitch, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Murr. He'd be like, he'd come to me like, he'd be like, he'd literally be like, and he'd be like, yo, you a fucking nigger. And I'm like, Murr, you black.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh,
but you see, he doesn't have that concept. The levels of that, you see, but there's that levels. But like I said, even though there's that gentleman, then there's people who, like, for example, let's say they 300 pounds, or better yet, let's use this one individual. I'll use one individual, the kid that died from that free fall drop. Yeah. Okay, him, for example, nothing was wrong with him mentally or physically. There was a physical problem though. He was too big for the ride, and the ride attendants didn't tell him. He didn't look at the sign when you walk it in, like, you're gonna be this high, you're gonna be this amount of weight, and at the same time blame the park because they don't even have full details, or they don't have like lights around the damn sign that says, hey, yo, bro, look at this fucking sign.
Right.
And then add in the attendants who operate the ride. Like, yo, bro, I don't think you can't go on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So you see what I'm saying? Like, but they want to do it.
I think people do have things that they want to experience, and on that end, I'll agree that there are things you can access that you wouldn't be able to do because maybe you don't have the resources or you're not in the environment to do it. So that part I would say, like,
I mean,
on YouTube.
Granted, I'm not saying that you can't.
Oh, no.
There's nothing bad on the. Yeah, there is bad on the neck. There is bad.
You saying that.
And there's cats that took racism, and I agree with you saying. I'm just saying. I just look at it differently.
Well, see, for me, it's
just more good.
I feel like that's the cup in which you drink from.
Well, I just look at information as great.
Thing. But that's the thing with me, like, it's a double-edged sword because, yeah, information is great, but too much access of anything in access is bad. Right. Whether it's food, whether it's sex, whether it's drugs, whether it's information, access, it's all, you have to have a balance. Okay. So what is going on now with the internet, what is going on with social media now, for me, this is how I'm breaking it down. It's way out of balance. It's not any balance there. It's way too much access to the point where it's becoming a detriment because you have children accessing things, you have people accessing shit that, like, they shouldn't have access to. And then what it does is it takes away from your faculties. It takes away from your ability to cultivate things because you can just click a button and be like, well, I want to learn how to do this, as opposed to like how our I guess ancestors did it. Our grandparents, our moms, our dads, whatever. When they wanted to build a business, they had to go in through the channels, and they didn't go and click on a computer. Right. A lot of them were like, man, I want to do this. They had to go and find the information. They had to seek it out. Like I said,
that's because the information didn't exist. The technology didn't exist.
No, technology didn't. But the point was, they had to
a lot of
use themselves as the source. And that's what I mean when I say metaphysics, and we're talking about spirituality. You are your access. Let me finish. You are your access. To keep it real, everything you need to know, everything you want to know is already in you. You can find it. And that's when
How are you going to find it?
Oh my God. Asking you shall receive, brother. Now we going way beyond. Now you want to go next level. You want me to go there?
Hold on now. Because see, look.
You want me to go there?
I done went there before, but the thing is,
I'm just saying, the internet ain't doing nothing. All the internet is a compact. Let me listen.
You can't go.
The internet, social media, and all that stuff is based off divine principle. Yes, you can. Because worldly knowledge is a correlate of something spiritual. Everything is a correlate of spirituality first. Anything you deal with on this plane comes from spirit, comes from divine mind first, and it then manifests itself here. How can you not talk about spirit and talk about the world?
An educated person would say that.
But
an ignorant person would
be like, the worldly things, that's it. And it's like, no, you can't talk about one without the other. There's no...
But the thing is this, though. First and foremost, one, we've had the conversation, earlier. Not everybody believe in what you believe in. Right. And two...
I'm not trying to convert people to my belief.
I'm not saying you are, though. But you can't sit there and be like, everything comes from this or godly that. Because, like I said, there's some people who think the world is flat, yo.
I didn't say godly.
They truly believe that shit, yo.
But I didn't say godly. What I said was spiritual correlation. That's a principle. It's like everything as above, so below. If you have something that's manifesting in your body, like you're in the medical field, right? If something is manifesting in your body that's a physical ailment or a dis-ease, it comes from something undealt with.
See, that's another thing. Now, that's another
thing. It is something outside of what is present that you're looking at. It deals with something spiritual. It deals with something mental or emotional, something that you're not acknowledging. And that's when it's like, and then what the medical field tends to do is they tend to treat the symptoms of that and not the actual causation of that. Because like if a woman has breast cancer, most of the time it's a correlate of anger, bitterness, something she's experienced, some type of trauma, and then it manifests itself in her breast as a cancerous, tumor or whatever it is. But when you're looking at it, you're like, she got breast cancer. But you're not looking at what caused it. That's what I mean when I say there's a correlation between the actual...
I ain't gonna agree with that because there's good people out there who get fucked up. For example, the Black Panther. What's his name?
Huey Newton.
No, man.
Which one?
The Black Panther from the movie. What's his name? Dude just
you talking
passed
about
away.
Chadwick Boseman? But that don't mean that brother wasn't dealing with something. We don't know. We don't know what he had. What he's experienced.
No, but what you saying? No, I can't sit there and be like, because that's like saying good people will die from even, like good people should last forever then.
No, that's not what that's saying. Because, a person being good or bad is not the argument.
So
the argument has nothing to do with good or bad. The argument is, what is it that you've experienced? What kind of trauma? What is going on behind the curtain that you don't acknowledge, that you subconscious? Because we talked about subconscious when Sophia Stewart was here. That's something that's unseen, that's untapped. A lot of people don't even deal with their subconscious mind. So they're literally locked out of that, and they're like, oh man, like I'm not even dealing with the trauma that I've experienced or what I haven't even dealt with on a conscious level.
Right, but that's what
I'm
saying.
Now your body starts to manifest.
But that's what I'm saying.
Something to reflect what's going on.
Not everybody believes in.
Well, just because you don't believe in certain things doesn't mean they don't.
And
exist.
They can turn around and say the same thing just because you believe in the same
thing. But I don't consider what
you see what I'm saying?
Consider what I'm saying.
Like the shit go both ways.
But the thing is, the sun and the stars, exist, but people can say I don't believe in that, but it's still there.
I agree because I believe in a higher power, but at the same time, I try to step in their shoes and see where they're coming from. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you. Whoever it is that, what I'm saying, like, for example,
I'm not speaking on nobody. I'm speaking on my conviction on that. This ain't to persuade anyone or to be like, this is your... No, I didn't say you were. I'm saying that me saying what I'm saying is not to convert somebody over to be like, well, this is what it is. for me, if that's how you want me to put it, that's what it is. And the reality of it is that no, people don't have to believe that. That doesn't make it any less true or false. People don't have to go with what I'm saying at all. They can be like, oh, fuck that. She's talking bullshit. Okay. Does that make it any less true? Because that's not your belief? No.
Right.
Does it make it any less, valid or not valid? No. But it is what it is from my experience and from my educational background in regards to what I've learned.
Mansplaining me, yo.
I'm not mansplaining.
She over here woman-splaining me.
I'm not
You know what that is?
What's
it's when she won't let you talk, but she'll keep over talking you.
You did it to me so many times.
Have I?
How many times has he done that to me?
Splashing him.
Yeah,
How many times you did that to me? While I was talking and you literally interrupted me. Like,
because you kept going.
That is so full of you. So full of shit, man.
I'm like, you saying the same thing but in a different way. I'm like, I got it already. I know what you're saying.
See how you trying to do me? That's cool. I feel you.
She mansplaining me. Like, can I say something? As soon as I say a couple words, back on my ass.
Oh my God, no, not at all. Stop.
No, but I understand what you're saying. What all I'm saying though is that you can't sit there and assume that everybody's gonna think that
I don't.
Everything's coming from
I
higher
don't.
Power.
That's the thing. I don't assume
and
that.
just because I met people who are atheists, and I'm like, yo, like you an atheist, huh? Let's talk about this. Like, I've had them conversations with them. Like, why you believe you an atheist? And the funny thing is like, even with atheists, there's a lot of atheists who don't even understand why they're a fucking atheist. There's atheists who actually have like books on why, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why they're atheist?
Yeah, why? You know what I'm saying? Like there's Christians, they got a Bible. Why they a Christian? Why they, Baptist or Jehovah's Witness? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They got that. But like you know what I'm saying? There's people though. The thing is though is above all is you can. I just think that the internet, you can learn more from the internet. It's more good than bad because it opens a whole world up. Like, for example, I'm gonna throw it out there. Like, if you a real spiritual person, I mean not real spiritual, but real religious person, because there's a difference between spiritual and religion. But anyways, like, I'm like, yo, Eve, I'm kind of glad you took a bite of that apple.
Alrighty. You know what? Let's wrap it up.
No, I'm dead serious because
you have been talking about. Oh my God.
No, it ain't the religion part of it. I'm telling you, if you believe in that, because the reason why I say that is because if you believe in that aspect of it, then I'm glad she ate the apple, because what it said was it opened our eyes. Well, what does that mean? It means now you are educated. Now you realize. Now you become aware of this shit. So that's how I look at it. Like, yo, well, I'm damn glad you bit that fucking apple. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
I'll be more on her side with the type of spiritual notes. So it's like,
but that's why I look at the internet like that. Like, it opens your eyes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, so and as far as what you get from it,
you get what you said though, pretty much.
Huh?
You get what you said though, like you said, you appreciate that Eve ate the apple.
Yeah.
You know who was talking to her to give the apple?
The devil. But you gotta look at this though. One,
who's running it?
First off, I don't believe in the same God that you probably believe in. Now, I've read the Bible front to back in whole twice. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. As soon as I finished it, read that bitch again. I read parts of the Quran, the Mormon Bible. I read, you know what I'm saying, some of the big Gospels. I read all that shit. I'm more of a spiritual believer than I am religious. Like, I don't even believe in religion.
Me neither.
Like, yeah, you can be Baptist, okay.
Right.
Like, I don't believe in that. I believe in the higher power, though. Now, can I identify with that higher power? No. Because in none of these scriptures that we've read, that we got, identifies him as whatever he is. He just said, yeah, we can never see him.
Do you know the etymology?
We don't know if it's him or her.
God?
Huh?
Do you know what the etymology of the word God is? You know what etymology is? It's the meaning, the true meaning of words.
No. I would like to learn a lot of that.
It's dope. I actually have a book. I'll bring it for you. The etymology of the word God is to invoke. So the concept in which they use it is connotative. When they say God, they speak about a person. is actually an energy, and it's more so an issue of invocation. So what it is that you are creating, you're manifesting in that energy.
Well, yeah,
so
I mean,
you're calling yourself a god, or if you say God or whatever, it's more so an issue of like the energy, the invocation of something, the creation. So what's gotten lost in the midst of like connotative terms and connotative meaning is the idea that there is a specific being that is doing this. The being is you. It's the energy of what you're using, creative energy to manifest and create what you want. That's God energy. That's invocation. To invoke something, to breathe life into, to bring forth something.
Right. And I agree with you on that.
So
now, I would like to learn a lot more on that. But what I'm saying, though, is there's a lot of people who don't.
Well, no, people don't share that conviction. They're more, the thing is, it's a lot of indoctrination when it comes to that. I understand that. So I know a lot of my, like the things that I'm saying can be foreign to people, and I don't infringe on people. That's my thing.
Right.
Like if I'm talking to a person and they believe that Jesus is their savior and that God is a man or it's a person, I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna be like, well, that's what you got. That's you. Like you have the right to that. That's what I'm saying. This is the problem with religion. This is the problem with opinions. People have the right to believe whatever they want, whatever gets you through the day, whatever gets you through this experience. Yeah. My thing is that's the problem. When you're having a conversation with a person who's a Christian or somebody who's a Buddhist, or you're talking to somebody who's considered a spiritual person, and they don't have the right to believe that. They don't have the right to that opinion or to that insight. When it's like, well, no, you need to come to Jesus and you need to do this. Well, why can't I have the right to be on what I'm on? If I'm talking something you don't understand, that's fine, but don't ostracize or vilify me for my belief system. You have the right to be a Christian. You have a right to be a Buddhist, but I also have a right to be a spiritual person that believes in this, or I've learned this and this becomes my knowledge base. I have the right to that.
All right, so
that's all I'm saying.
Back to him questioning what I had just said was
about the serpent thing.
Well, he believes that, from what I'm getting from what what you
asked
said.
Him what he believes because he didn't get a chance to tell you it.
I didn't ask him.
No, I'm saying you would ask him. You'd say, what do you believe?
The reason why I didn't ask him is because I based it off a lot about his reaction.
Of how he said what you said.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that tells me a lot about what he believes in, because his reaction was more emotional than educational. Like some people, education, like, okay, yeah. No, his was more like, man, hold on. Did you hear what you just said, though? Like, like, that's blasphemy that you said that, yo.
I didn't get that.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't get that off him, though.
But
when he said it, I feel like he was more so saying, well, you said this, but do you know where that's coming from? And I think that was more so a reference back to what we were talking about how, like, social media and the internet, that particular energy.
Yeah, it's a gift and a tool of knowledge.
Okay.
Because the knowledge was...
good or bad, is what she was saying. As above, so below. Which one are you going to choose to use your tool?
Because what the snake represents in the Bible is the Kundalini energy, which deals with...
When you going to let me finish? Oh. God damn. I had yet to... When am I...
You're so full of shit because you've been talking this whole time. You know what? I'm done with you today.
You just said I've been talking this whole time.
You have.
My feelings is hurt off of that.
Ooh,
my feelings is hurt off of that.
See, this was a hot topic conversation for Thursday.
But my whole point was,
for sure,
I look at the information. I look at the internet as more good than bad because it made you more aware. It opened up more information to you. Whether it's good or bad, you're seeking out. You're able to go and seek that information and find it.
Right
now. Whether you're a smart person who want to go and back up your sources with other sources, then that helps you out. Now there's individuals who, I come across it. They ain't all there. You just be like, yo, I ain't even mad at you, bro. You ain't gonna be able to retain this kind of information. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I ain't even knocking you for it. This is just how you was born. Like I don't knock people who, Like I said, I used to take care of people with mental and physical disabilities. You just be like, you just sorry, bro. This
Are we still live?
This is above your head. Yes, we've been live.
Okay,
this whole
so
time.
Let's wrap it because it's one almost an hour and 30.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. So that's how I look at the internet. I look at it as more good than bad. But yes, there is motherfuckers who take information and
manipulate it.
There's motherfuckers who will put information out there that's fucked up.
So we're both right.
Right, but you look at it more as bad than good, and I look at it as more good than bad.
Glass half full, half empty.
Right, so you looking at what, I don't know which part of the glass you are, but
I said glass half empty.
All right, but I might be the full half full glass.
I said that glass half full.
You might be the half empty glass.
Or
kidding,
depending on whose paradigm,
I'm the
glass half full and you're the empty. So
yeah, right.
Guess who's watching? And then we'll see.
But no, that's what all I'm saying is I just look at, because I like information. I love information. It's just a matter of how you utilize that information.
That's true. Respected.
Right. So yeah,
Man, you know what? Your brain, man, it works in such a way, brother. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I love it. The banter.
I thought she was finna Jones me like, I know my brain work. Yeah.
Oh my God. See?
I thought she was Jones me.
It was all love. And
yeah,
you know how we do it, so it's all good.
But no, I one thing I wanted to ask you though.
Ooh.
Because it was some information that you kind of indulged about yourself. So, what made you a little different than your mother? Like, for example, your mother allowing you to watch these movies, this and that, allow you to do this and that, compared to you not allowing your kids to do this and that. What made you break the cycle? That's what I want to know.
Well, my mom.
Was it subconsciously, or did you know something? Like,
I
you know what I'm saying? Like, nah,
by
man.
By the time I had my kids, I was older and I had learned all this information. So by the time I had my daughter, I was 29. So I was almost 30. My son I was 33. So I was very.
So you was late having kids.
I was, and I was very educated already about metaphysics and about movies and about like what they use them for, and like. Also how everything had developed by the time I got to a certain point, like social media and all that. I just was like, you know what? Like, as much as I can kind of continue to retain some of their innocence, I would like to do that. And that's probably why I didn't expose them to as much, because the world is going to give them so much access. And I was like, well, children are like they're like palettes. They're templates, You can place on them whatever you like at a certain point. And I felt like my kids being pure of heart and them being a certain way, it was important for me to preserve that. And then some stuff I was like, you gonna learn that when it's time. There's no need to really do all of that right now, because social media gonna teach it to you. My daughter knows what a clitoris is.
What she just explained
She knows what a vagina is. She knows what sex is. My daughter's 9.
You know what she just explained to me? What she's doing? She's teaching her kids like, yeah, I got the makeup on, but in the morning, I ain't gonna be what you took home.
I teach my children that you have to
how them
be...
chicks, man, they dress up all nice, and then, you know what I'm saying, you take her home, and then you wake up the next morning like, what the fuck was I thinking, yo?
I teach them the truth, though. I've taught them that they were gods from a very young age. I've taught my children about metaphysics. I've taught them about the universe. I've taught them about everything I know from the day they were born. So for them, it's like, okay, you'll get all that. The world gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna be able to keep you from it. Like, I can't. But at least I can give you these jewels while you're young, and that way you have something to compare it to. It really sucks when you go on social media and they're drilling and programming you, and you have nothing to counter that with.
Well, it depends.
But if you have let me just say, it sucks when you don't, because it's a lot of kids that don't. Like what you were saying, they have so much access, but like their parents aren't really involved, and they're not giving them an alternative. Let me, what about this? What about this? Think about this. It's not, they're just drilling them and programming them into like, this is the way you do things. You need to do it just like that. And what makes me different from my mom was that indoctrination. My mom didn't know anything but what she knew, and she taught me what she knew. But for me, I questioned things. I was like, well, what's this? What's that? And like, once I started doing that, Pandora's box opened, and I learned other things. And
that's what happened when I read the Bible.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Like the Pandora box opened.
You be like, whoa, like, wait a minute. And then you give them an option. Like, that's what I did with them. Was like, hey, you could do this, or you could do this. Mm-hmm. But whatever way you go, there's no pressure. But just keep your mind open. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's the main thing I teach my kids. Keep your mind open.
Don't lose that openness, and the main thing, because you'll learn so much like that.
I have this son. I have a 16-year-old who's gift-minded. So this nigga got recruited to go to a special school and all this shit. Oh. But and from what I see in him through his education and shit, he go through speech and debate and all that shit. And you know who ends up people who end up through speech and debate, what do they end up being? Like politicians and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And so one I told my son, I told him one thing I tell him is, what would you rather have? Would you rather have $1 million in your bank account, or would you rather have 1 million followers? And before he can answer, before he answered, you know, I was like, let me tell you, remind you, you can lose that $1 million real quick. You can also lose the followers, but you'll lose that $1 million faster than you lose them people.
True. And
but the main thing
people,
is,
you can support
the main thing is though is this, is if you lose that $1 million, and you always had that 1 million followers, the 1 million followers will never let you fall.
And you'll get that $1 million back. You get more than that.
You'll get more than that. You always, just because you took care of the people. So always put the people first. That's one thing I always tell my son. Put the people first. Don't put yourself first if you're going to be a leader. But
we done just went all the way off topic. It was about y'all, and we done lost it all. Anyways, my brothers, please once again tell them where to find you guys at, and remind them, and just what's dropping new, what new projects do you guys have coming up, and all that, so they can know what's going on with y'all. What are y'all doing?
All platforms you can catch me, Bebe 2 Bs, and it's just spelled out like that, Bebe 2 Bs with the number 2 and the letter B and the letter S. So all platforms, Spotify, iTunes, everything. You can find me on there, even Instagram.
Any new projects for you?
Eastside Baby 2. I'm working on that right now, so I'm looking to drop that real soon.
Okay. All right, Petro, what's up with you? What you got? Any new projects coming?
What you got, Petro?
I ain't got no new projects as far as rapping. I got my BeatStars. I got my website for my beats.
Give it to them.
It's beatstars.com/Petro 3 times.
Okay.
You guys can find me on Instagram at PayPetro 3 times.
I'm not gonna front with you. You gotta be specific when you say 3 times. Trust
3X.
me. 3X, bro.
There you go.
Trust me. My last name is difficult, and it's only 3 letters. I tell people like all the time when you know, like you go to the bank, they be like, "Oh, what's your last name?" And they want to spell the shit out. Like my last name's K.
Right.
And they look at me like, how do you spell that? Kay? I'm like, no. And then I had some people like, just the letter K. I'm like, yo, no, right. it's Cay, but a lot of people like Ky, or they be like Clay. You know what I'm saying? Just you gotta be specific, yo. Right. You really do, especially when it comes to the website.
Right.
Yep.
So 3X.
3X.
Got it. Okay.
Repeat that site for him,
please.
beatstars.com/Petro 3X.
3X? I love it. Look, 3X. He's like, I just want to put that in
there. you got to though. You got to be specific because
there's
certain individuals
for coming. You guys are awesome, man.
But and I did tell y'all though. You know, we're just gonna chop it up. You know, just about whatever. That's what happens. You know, you're just gonna go off topic because, I mean, what do you want to talk about? You know. But no, yeah, shit was gonna go off topic. No, and we learned that still.
I'm so glad y'all did, and y'all come back again for sure.
For
new projects, come back and visit us.
Yeah,
and hang with us again. We loved it, and we,
come back, promote your next project.
Yeah,
you know, I was looking for this website, but I can't find it. So not yours, just this one. Just this one.
Oh my.
All right, y'all, that's our time. We about to break out, man.
Yes.
Peace and love, you guys. We love you. Thank you for hanging and kicking with us.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace and God energy.
Peace and God energy.
Big facts, y'all.
All right.
But till next time, y'all. Peace. Wednesday.
Bye, Wednesday.